Hey, what's up everyone? It is VapTech Unboxed, back with another video. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Instead of doing what's on my Android, instead of doing what's on my iPhone, we're gonna be taking a look at what's on all my devices. So that's including my tablet, my Android, and my iPhone. So I want this video to be a relaxing video. So I've got my Monster energy drink because I am extremely exhausted. Without wasting any more of your time, let's jump right into the video. We're gonna be taking a look at the Samsung Galaxy Tab S2. Let's just wipe it down for a second. Oh yeah. So let's go ahead and look at what is on my tablet. So we got it open. All right, so my lock screen is just plain. Then you come to my home screen. I have a beautiful widget, is what the app is called. So I got to make the time, the clock widget and the weather widget how I wanted it to be. So I got it red. And then I have the little YouTube symbol in the background. I have my subscriber count here. I just want to say thank you guys so much. Last night it was at 250. Now it's at 251. You guys rock. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I love each and every one of you. So thank you. That is so awesome. Thank you so much. But let's keep moving on. So then I have Gmail. Next to Gmail, I have my VapTech Unboxed group page. If you're not following me on there, make sure you go check that out. I just started it, but it is a closed group, and I want it to be somewhere where people can post pictures of their hot new gadgets, and they can go live and show all their cool unboxing videos of opening their new gadgets and all that fun stuff. I envision this to be something totally awesome. So make sure you go follow me on there. Link will be in the description. Right underneath it is just my personal Facebook page. Then I have my Instagram, then Messenger, YouTube, Studio, of course. That's where I comment back to everyone and like everyone's comments. And then I also use Studio if I need to edit something on my description. And then over here, right above Studio, is my bank app. Then I have Twitter, which is also something I use a lot, so go follow me on Twitter. Just started Twitter and I've already got 141 followers, so awesome. Go follow me there if you ain't following me there yet. All right, next to Twitter is, or underneath Twitter is my Amazon app, because I shop on Amazon a lot, and I mean a lot. And then on the dock, I have my camera, Chrome, and my apps. We'll go ahead and open apps up. At the top here, I have a group with all my Google applications. I don't use Hangouts. I have like 1 or 2 movies downloaded on the Play Movies. I don't have anything downloaded on Play Music. I have all my stuff stored on Drive. Don't use Gmail that often. Or voice search. I don't really use that either. Then Microsoft apps. I don't use any of those ever. Weather. Then I have AfterShip. So this, I use this to ship all my packages that I've ordered, and then I store them in the past. So kind of cool. You can keep track and you can see where it's at. So it says it's departed in Arizona, and it's kind of cool. I use that to track all my packages. App Hunt. So I use this app to find different applications and ones that you won't normally find on the App Store. And then there's beautiful widgets, calculator, calendar, camera, Candid. Don't use that very often. Chrome, clock, contacts, eBay. I use sometimes. I like to place bids on little things. That's what I use that for. Email, Facebook, Galaxy Apps, Gallery, Google Plus. Again, don't really use Google Plus often unless I get a comment over there and then I'll respond back. Help Instagram. So Insta repost, I use that quite often. That I use to repost something that I've seen on my Instagram timeline, and it just reposts it, but it takes off the watermark and it takes off their description, so you can kind of make it yours. Internet Keep, that's Google Keep, I use that sometimes. Kickstarter, then we have Lockout, Google Maps. Material apps, that's another one that I like to use to go look for hot new apps. Memo, I use that often. Messenger, music, my files, my bank, the Play Store, Reddit. I don't use Reddit that often, but it's there. Samsung Milk Music I don't use. Samsung Plus I do use. Settings, Side Sync, Sprint Music Play Plus. So I just use this. I leave the Sprint apps because I am through Sprint. And then Twitter, video, YouTube, and then subscriber count. That is the app that gives you your little widget here. So that is going to be all that I have on the tablet. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Next up we have my Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge. Home screen, I have the YouTube symbol there. Let's go ahead and do my fingerprint. So on my S7 Edge, I am running Nova Launcher. My icons are Pixel Icon Pack. Then my widgets are from Fox for Super Widgets. So that is how I have my setup. I'm a big believer in the law of attraction and using the secret. So of course I have my name up here, and that's to remind me to push hard and get Vape Tech Unboxed out there. So I've got that on my home screen. Then I have my icon set up kind of a little different. I like a little uniqueness to it. On my front screen I have Snapchat, use that quite often. Inbox, that's what I use for my emails. Then I've got Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Duo, so that's one I use quite often with Nicole. Duo, I use it more than FaceTime even on the iPhone. Pretty cool app, go check that one out. And then I have Instagram, Studio, Messages, my app drawer, and Chrome. Moving on to the next. Oh look, now it says I have 252. Awesome. And see, this is a real-time subscriber count, so that is pretty freaking dope. Thank you so much, you guys. Again, I love you. Okay. On the second page, I have all my shopping apps because that is what I do the best. So right here, I have eBay. I have Kickstarter, Aftership. Then I have Nike sneakers. This app is pretty freaking sick. This app here, it gives you a news feed pretty much of all the hot new sneaker release, Air Jordans, Nikes, and then it has all the upcoming releases for Jordans and Nikes, and you can like them, put them to your favorites. You can get notified when ones come out that you want to pick up. So it's pretty sick. I like to use that all the time. You should see my list of favorites. It's ridiculous. Then I've got Retail Me Not because they always post coupons for Tilly's, which is where I shop for my clothes. So here is Tilly's. Again, I don't have connection because I have it on airplane mode. But Tilly's is where I shop for all of my clothes, jeans, shirts, the whole shebang. Then I've got Amazon, and that is it. Going into my app drawer, I have Amazon Prime apps, so it's just Amazon Prime, Amazon Music, and Amazon Video. In games, I don't play games often, but when I do, I like to try some of these ones. I like the strategy games, but the racing games are pretty cool on this phone, I must admit. So I do have Traffic Rider, Exo Run, Galaga Wars, the play games. I have Sniper 3D, which is kind of cool on this phone, Orbit, and Keepy Ducky. Then I have my Google apps, so Chrome, Clouds, Drive. I have all my stuff stored on Google Drive, so I use that often. Gmail, Google Inbox, Google Maps, Photos, and Voice Search. Then I have my Samsung apps, Samsung Pay, Samsung Gear for my watch, S Health, Galaxy apps, and Samsung Plus. Shopping, we've already went over this. For social, we've already went over this as well. The only new app in here that you haven't seen yet is Couple, and I like to use that with my wife. So me and Nicole use Coupled to send little messages back and forth. If you are in a relationship, go check that one out. Under tools, I have all my editing apps and so I do have Insta Repost again. I don't know if it'll open up, but it gives you a feed, and basically what you do is you go into Instagram, you click share, and then you'll hit Insta Post, and it'll set you up to repost it as if it was your own. Instagram layout, that just helps you put up a grid and add different pictures like a collage for Instagram pictures. Magnify, that app helps me come up with some of my hashtags for my Instagram posts. Picopy Pico, that's a pretty cool app. If you have contacts in your phone and they don't have contact pictures, download this app, Picopy Pico, and it just creates some really awesome pictures for all the contacts that you don't have pictures for. Kind of cool. I'll show you that in a second, what it looks like, or let's just show you real quick. So let's go into my contacts real quick. And if you can see how it's like all crazy designed? That's what this app does. So pretty cool. Then we have Nova settings, because I am running Nova Launcher. I have Pic Collage, Pixel Icon Pack, that's what I'm using as my icons. Prisma, pretty cool app. With Prisma, I use this often. I use this a lot. So I just took a picture of this. Let's go ahead and we'll use it. And now you can pick different artwork and how you want your picture to look like. So it kind of just makes it look super cool. Super dope app. Go check that one out if you haven't already. Then I have Ring Droid. That's what I use for my ringtones, to make my own ringtones. Telsa Unread. I use this because I am running Nova Launcher. So Telsa Unread is just your count badges for your notifications. And then I've got Zedge for wallpapers and ringtones. I think that was it, yeah. Utilities. I have Advanced Task Manager. So this just helps me make sure my device is running smoothly and all that good stuff. Then I have AirDroid. I use that app to send files to my MacBook. Then Calculator, Calendar, Clock, Dropbox, which is full, Lockout, Memo, my file settings, and Unclouded, which is also a cloud storage base I use a lot. ADP Mobile, that is what my job uses to do our time. So I can go to that app to see how much I made or how much hours I put in, all that good stuff. Then we have Aftership again, App Hunt again, Camera, Contacts, Duo, Edge Playlist, Email, Flyperlink. So this one here, whoa. So Flyperlink down here, what this does is allows you to copy any link, and then it puts it as a little tab bubble. Let's see if I can do it. Puts it as a little tab bubble so you can always go back later. So see if I copied a link from Twitter, let's say, you can select to open it, and then it puts it over here for you to come back to later, or you can share it, or you can throw it away. So it's kind of cool if you use links a lot. So next up we have FlyTube. What FlyTube does is it allows you to go into YouTube, and we'll just go into one of my videos. Let's just do my new What's in My Tech Bag. If you haven't checked that one out, go check that one out. So what I'll do is I'll push share. Then I will share it to FlyTube. And now I can close out of the YouTube app and I can watch my video right here as I am doing all my other stuff. So I can watch my video as I'm doing this video for you guys. So FlyTube is pretty cool and you can move it around, and I use that one often. That one's pretty neat. Next up we have Foursquare. I don't use that often, but it's just, I can see different people's ratings on different foods and stuff, and I can rate different places. Fox for Zooper, that's what I use to make my widget on the front home screens. Then we have Gallery. I'm gonna need to take another drink real quick, sorry guys. Okay. Then I have Gallery, Internet, Material apps again. That's where I go to look for some cool hot new apps. Meme Me, that just allows you to make your own meme. So let's say I wanted to, let's see, we'll use the active dog, and then we can type in you should, and then we'll put subscribe, just so that way I can show you. Then we'll hit done, generate, and then now I just made my own meme with a cute little puppy. So you can't say no to the puppy. You should totally go and subscribe. See? And so that's what Meme Me does. It allows you to share it, store it for later, save it. And then we have my messages, my bank again, phone, photo watch, Play Store, preview. So preview is just another place where you could store your photos, and it keeps it really nice and organized. I haven't set mine up yet, but I've been meaning to do that. Spotify, I use Spotify more than I use any other music app. So love Spotify. We have tons and tons and tons of playlists on here. And that's what I like about Spotify. You can download dozens and dozens of songs and you only pay once a month. We love Spotify. We honestly use Spotify all the time. Then I got Sprint Zone, so that way I can check out my bill. Then we have Studio, Stumble Upon. Stumble Upon is kind of cool. I like to go on here when I am bored and don't have nothing to do. It's just different articles, and you can get all the articles, you can like them, you can thumb down and then switch to the next one, read what's going on. These are workouts. We like working out, we'll put that. You can put your interest, want to check out what celebrity gossip is going on. So it's kind of cool. Then we have subscriber count, so it's just the widget you've seen on the homepage. T-Mobile Tuesdays, that is a cool one. If you have T-Mobile, I have T-Mobile with my watch. Alright guys, I am back and I'm sorry about that. The battery on the camera died. So anyways, I was telling you about T-Mobile Tuesdays. So if you have service through T-Mobile, pick up this app, it's free. And what they do is every Tuesday they give you free shit. I mean, it's nothing super big, sometimes it can be, but it's stuff like a Wendy's Frosty or a t-shirt, sometimes tickets to a show or a movie. So, I mean, everything that's free is always good, so I'm not complaining. So if you have T-Mobile, go check that out. And then we have my voicemail, YouTube, and Zooper widgets. And that is going to wrap it up for the Galaxy S7 Edge. My Edge screen I don't use often. Let me go ahead and show you. It's all the same apps that I have easy access to on my homepage. And then just a couple of shortcuts. I use those sometimes. I use my favorites sometimes. Check the weather, my calendar, some news, and that's about it. So that is going to wrap it up for the S7 Edge. Now let's take a look at the iPhone 7. So let's go ahead and shine it up for you guys. Okay, opening it up, I have all of my applications just out. None of them are in groups, so I like to keep them like this. So when I go to the left, I have my widgets. Thank you, Apple, for trying to make the iPhone a little more customizable. So they threw in some widgets, which isn't, as much as Android, but it's more than it used to be, so that's good. So in my widgets, I have my sub count again. I have my battery life. We have some contact launchers so I can compose a message, make a phone call, check my email, or compose an email. Calculator. I have photo frame. It just goes through my pictures. Calendar, my weather, my Amazon orders. ESPN, so I can check if my team is winning. I'm not gonna say who my team is because okay, I'll tell you. Denver Broncos right there. They play today at 6:30 against the Oakland Raiders. And then I have Shazam, so if there's a sick song on the radio, I don't know who sings it and I don't know the title, I just press the Shazam and it'll tell me, plus it'll even give me some lyrics, so I like that a lot. And then my notes. My home page here, I have Instapost, so same as on Android pretty much, but if you go into this app on the iPhone, so Instagram works a little bit better on the iPhone than it does on Android, and that's the same with Instapost. So if I go into Instapost, it automatically pulls my feed off of Instagram, and I can post directly from here instead of having to go into Instagram, selecting share, then select repost. So this is my entire feed, and if I see something I want to share, I can just share it from here, which is kind of cool. And then I have KOAT Action 7 News, that's my local news app. My mail, so I use the Apple Mail a little bit. I like it's a little bit more organized, and I have my iCloud email on there, so I use that. Contacts, calendar, my photos, camera, eBay, the App Store, T-Mobile Tuesdays again, ADP, that's for my work, my bank, Messenger, Duo, I use that more than I use FaceTime, Aftership, and then I have Marco Polo. If you have not downloaded Marco Polo yet, you need to check out this application right here. It's like a video walkie-talkie, kind of like Snapchat, but your videos don't disappear. They're always gonna be there. So let's open it up real quick and I'll just show you. So I have video messages from all of my from some of my contacts here, and I'll just pick my sister, and this is her last message to me, and then I can send a message right back to her. And then there's like all kinds of filters, which is kind of cool. So we use that a lot. Then I have Social Blade. It's for YouTube. It just shows you your analytics. And then Amazon Prime, Inbox, another email service that I use a lot. Snapchat. I am getting better at using that a little bit more. So go follow me on Snapchat. Then I've got Twitter. Again, getting better with Twitter. Go follow me there. I have Instagram, always on Instagram. So, of course, like I said before all the other ones, definitely go follow me there. Then I have Chrome as my search engine. Facebook, I've already told you I have a Facebook group now, so check that out. On my dock, I have the studio, phone, so I can make my phone calls, messages, and YouTube. My next page, I have Flipboard. This is just like a news app, a worldwide news app. So you just go through the news articles and you just flip through them like so. That's kind of cool. I can get on there if I have nothing else to do and want to catch up. I have Spotify, which is the music app I use the most. Amazon Video, Amazon Music, Shazam, iTunes Store, Music, PayPal, Sneakers. So let's see if it lets me. So Sneakers, Nike Sneakers gives you a feed, and then you can check out some new shoe releases. You can have them notify you. You can mark some as your favorites. You can see upcoming shoes that are going to be released and then get notified. And it tells you exactly what date and what time. That's pretty cool. Then Nike Plus for all my Nike gear. Same with Under Armour. Kickstarter. I like Kickstarter because you can see all the new gadgets coming out from new inventors and new brands, so it's kind of cool. And then going into my game section, I have Higher and Higher, or Higher Higher, which is a strategy game. Now it's not opening, let's see. I'll just show you real quick. So the color of your box is the color you're gonna wanna press. So it's yellow, yellow, blue, blue, purple, yellow. And you just keep going, it gets faster and harder and the colors change, and yeah, just like that. And then I die. Then Brake Liner. This one's kind of cool too. Not very good at it, but let's check it out. So you try to break all the yellow lines and you try to stay away from the red and the black ones. Then you get faster, but if you hit the black, you get smaller and smaller, so it gets harder and harder. And you just see how far you can go. It's kind of addicting. Then I have Color Strikes, another cool game, another strategy game. This one I'm not very good at, so whatever the color is, you have to try to get it through that color. So I've only gotten to like level 4. That's probably the best I'm gonna do this entire video, just so you know. See? Then I die. And then Pigment is a coloring book for adults. So if you're ever stressed out, just go and pick something to color, and then you will, let's see, this is something I was doing, I was just messing around with, but you can just color different colors and it's kind of cool. Okay, next up we have Jib Jab. So this just allows you to turn yourself into a GIF, which is pretty funny, and you can send them to your friends and family, make people laugh. I'll show you one that I've created real quick. So you take a picture of yourself and then you make a GIF. Okay, there I am as a little dude dancing around. Then you can send them to Instagram. You can just share them at all of the social platforms. Let's see. These things are so funny. Okay, let's see this one. So it's a fun app. Then I have Google Photos, Google Maps, Google Plus, FaceTime, OpenTable. It just tells you. I use this to check out restaurants at different places and make reservations. And then Crowdfire I use to keep my Twitter and my Instagram more organized, and let me just show you. So what you'll do is you can hook it up to your Twitter or your Instagram, and then you can check like non-followers, so I'll be able to see who I'm following that isn't following me back, and then I can just go back and unfollow them all. So that way you're not following like 500 people and only have 100 followers, so it keeps everything nice and organized and keeps everything balanced, and the same with your Instagram. And then Buffer, this is an app that allows you to create tweets and Instagram posts, and then you can save them for later. You can schedule times when you want them to go out. And so this one I did last night, it's in my queue, and then I can just say, okay, I'm ready to send it, so I'll just send it. So it just lets you be a little bit more organized so you can schedule tweets and Instagram posts. Almost done. Then I have my settings. I have my Netflix and Chill app. I have health, my sub count, ESPN notes, clock, speed test. I use that to check the speed of the phone. Calculator HD, weather. Informant is like another calendar app, a little bit more organization. So you can check your calendar books, color code everything. You can add in important dates and meetings and whatever else you have to do. I like to use that one. Then I have Safari, Snapseed. We're getting into my editing apps. So Snapseed is a photo editor. So is Prisma. Then I have iMovie. Then I have Bitly. That is a URL shortener. So for my links on my videos, I'll use Bitly, and it just shortens the link. Canva, I use Canva on my MacBook Pro for my thumbnails. It's not as, you can't do as much on the mobile app, but on the website, it's wonderful. You can literally do anything. Then my extras folders is the extra folder that was already on the phone, the only folder that I have. The only things I added to it were the widgets, and then I think the only thing I'll use out of this is the Find My iPhone. And very last app I have is the Air Shoe. I was planning on filming all the screens for this video, but I decided I wanted a more relaxed, chilled video where we could just chat. So I decided not to film the screens. But with Air Shoe, this is a free app, so you don't have to pay for it. It's a free app that you can use to film your screen for YouTube videos or whatever other reason why you want to film your screen. If you don't know how to get it, let me know in the comments and I'll definitely show you how, because you cannot get this in the App Store. So if you want the link where to get it, hit me up and I'll hook you up. That is going to wrap it up for our video today. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you stayed this long, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Don't forget to dab that like button for me. Subscribe if you haven't already. Stay super dope, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.